If you're like me and you have an old wig that you don't want to throw away, this is how you can revamp it and bring it back to life. I purchased this wig from Ali Grace over a year ago and I haven't worn it in a while. So I decided to give it a new look and just dye it jet black. These are all the products I'll be using today for my revamping process, just in case you want to try it as well. I used a bottle of jet black dye and velvet black dye from Adore. I combined both colors in a mixing bowl, and 2 bottles was more than enough for this process. If you want to use more, you can. I was doing this whole revamping process on a 30-inch body wave wig that is 250% in density, so 2 bottles of the Adore dye was just enough. I even had extras left over when I was finished. So if you do decide to try this, bear in mind that the longer the hair or the more the hair, the more dye it's gonna take to do this. So now I'm just proceeding to apply the dye to the hair, and I just section out the hair into different sections before I apply. And I did all of this with the wig being on a mannequin head. I did wrap my mannequin head with some saran wrap so that the dye wouldn't stain the mannequin. Honestly, I'm not a colorist, so I don't really know what's the correct way to apply dye to hair. I just started from the ends to the root, and the brush wasn't working out for me, so I just started to use my bare hands. Of course, I was wearing gloves because I didn't want this dye to stain my hands. And I simply just saturated the hair with enough of the dye to cover the entire hair and just work it through so it was getting to every strand of hair without missing any parts. Okay, so when I got to the frontal section of the wig, I did use a small brush just to get the roots so I didn't try to stain the lace, and you can spray the lace so it doesn't get it, and just finished off. Now this is what it looks like when I was finished, and look at how black that hair is. However, I did forget to show you guys what it looks like after I washed out the dye. I just let it sit for about 2 hours, and I did cover it with some plastic and put it out in the sun before washing it out. Come back for part 2 to see how I installed and styled this wig.